the reasoning for writing the book and share a little bit more information about Caroline Found and the special person she was, as well as the rest of the girls on that team that season. So, author Kathy Bresnahan.
Hi, thank you. This was certainly a labor of love, and I wouldn't wish this kind of experience on anybody. But after that season was over and all the emotions that we went through, and I won't ruin the story by telling you all that happened, you'll have to read the book, but I was left with such a sense of awe of what a group, a community, a school could pull together and do these kind of things. So I thought people deserved to hear our story, and I was so proud of my players that I thought their story deserved to be told. And oftentimes young girls don't have female sports movies and female sports books and female role models. And I thought Caroline Found and those players I coached were such tremendous role models and such positive young women that young girls everywhere should have people like that to look up to. And the other reason was Caroline was so special, and that I hope everybody in this room at some day in your life has a friend like Caroline Found. She made you smile. She lit up the room. You had to be ready for a flying hug because she would jump into your arms. She made everybody feel important. No matter if you were popular or not, she would simply walk up and say, "Hi, I'm Caroline. I want to be your friend." And she just lived life with passion. And when you have someone like Caroline Found in your life, it makes everything else seem better. So my hope is that we always just say we want people to live like Line. And that just means live life with love and reach out to others and care. Because that's what Caroline Found was all about. And that's why you'll see the phrase "live like Line," and you'll see the t-shirts "live like Line." And that was just a really special moment. And if you have any questions, I would be glad to answer those as well. You know, the book is turning into a movie, and that was very different to watch that being taped and to see how other people kind of saw you. I really don't wear shorts down to here like Helen Hunt does in the movie. Pretty close, but not quite that baggy and dorky. Yeah.
Did you have any say on who they selected as the actors?
I just said, please don't get Kathy Bates. That was my only request. Oh my heavens, no, we had, when they hired an Academy Award winning actress, so then we knew that they were really going to go all out for the story. And that was very humbling and like, Helen Hunt? Really? So yeah, we had no say in that. What we really were careful of, though, before we ever agreed to do this, was that we had final say on the movie script. We did not want the girls, because they did not drink, they did not do drugs, they were straight A students, almost the entire team. So we did not want them to put drama into how they portrayed our girls. So Mr. Found and myself were both really protective of their image. So that was really our only input we had, that we wanted final say on what the script was. Not how they ran the script, but how they portrayed the girls.
Were you happy with the result?
I think people are going to love the movie. It was made with the cast, the crew, everybody around the movie set was absolutely, you'd walk in, Dr. Found would walk in, and they would start applauding, as soon as they knew who that was. And everybody was so moved. I mean, even people that would pick you up from the airport, the drivers would have tears in their eyes. So I don't think any crew has ever put more devotion and heart into a movie than these guys did. Yeah, so we were really happy with that. They did change the story up, but that's Hollywood. But they made me look like Bobby Knight times 3. They had me doing everything but throwing chairs, and that's not how I was that season. Okay, so they took some liberties for sure. Yeah. Anybody else? Anything? Yeah.
You still coach then?
No. I still teach. I coached our club program up until this year, and then I knew this was coming up and that I needed more free time and I would not be able to devote enough. And I gave up our varsity coaching 2 years after that season. We had a good team coming in, and it was a good time to step out. And
You had to be there for the girls.
I had nothing left after that season. That was all I had to give was that season. Yep, good question. Anybody else? Yeah.
So can you kind of just talk about the process of writing the book?
Oh my heavens, is anybody a writer here? I'm not. So the first summer I thought I wrote a book. I spent every day, summer vacation, 8 hours a day, really, typing. I got done at the end of the summer. It's like, hey, I got a book done. I was like, oh boy. If I showed you that now, fortunately I kept amazing notes that season. Every night after practice I went home and wrote what happened in school. I wrote down what we did in practice, who broke down, what worked, what didn't work. And I think in the back of my mind, because I had nobody to turn to that I was aware of that had gone through something like this, and I thought if anybody else ever goes through this, I want to be able to look back and say, with the whole process of writing, holy cow, I'm a huge reader. And now when I read, it's like, how did they do that? You know? So I found a tremendous writing coach. And she didn't do any of the writing, but boy, did she critique mine. And so, I mean, we started from the bare bones of what I had, and then we rewrote. And so she was in Iowa City, and then Peter Clark, our publisher, found a great editor, Betsy Thorpe, out east, and she added more touches to it and had us change things around so it read better. No, I still think I would have to hire somebody other than a coloring book. You know, all I can say that this book was a book of love and passion, and it was my honest perspective of what happened that season. And I've said this to everybody, all of us would have wrote a different book. This is from the coaching staff perspective of trying to guide 15 grief-stricken girls through an incredibly difficult season. Yeah.
When you were a kid, did you ever think you would be making a book?
When I was a kid, did I ever think I'd be making a book? You know, I spent my entire childhood in a corner. My parents said, like, go to the corner. Then my face was kind of like this because I had my nose pressed because I was in trouble all the time. No, when I was a little kid, I thought I was going to grow up to be an Indian. Because I had a spotted pony, and I loved being in the woods. No, I did not. But when I wasn't much older than you, I kind of knew I wanted to be a teacher and coach. Because I had some really good teachers, I had some really good coaches, and I was like, boy, I want to be like them. Yeah. Anybody else? Well, if you have some as we go along, I have some former students here. Hi, Mason.
Hi.
Mason, why don't you show him your shirt?
Yeah.
All right, he just got his new one today.
Yeah. It came in the mail earlier than I thought it would.
Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. So pull it down so we can read it.
I'm gonna take off the coat up.
Pull it down. Caroline was one of Mason's good friends,
Yep.
right?
Oh, yeah.
And Caroline was big in Best Buddies that paired up our students. And
Always up during lunch, and I'll never forget that.
right, she was very nice to you guys, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. And our whole student body, by the state tournament, we had thousands of those shirts in the stands. Even people that had nothing to do with our team. You know, just live like line. It was just up there in the. It would bring a tear to my eye every time I would see that. And we have some other former West High students and some coaching pals here. And thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We want to start a line here. We'll have Kathy at this table and kind of move right through.
This table?